TIFU by picking my girlfriend's father up after losing my glasses. Well, more like yesterday now that I've slept it off and have a clear head with which to recount the events. My girlfriend had planned for me to meet her parents a few months back. And yesterday, the day to meet them. Just recently I lost my glasses outside and never found them and have been in the process of getting replacements. So everything about 1 foot away looks blurry. I let my anxiety get the better of me and I spent a majority of that morning drinking more than I should have. To help take the edge off, my anxiety only got worse when I realized I was probably going to make a bad impression if I kept drinking. But I did anyway. Girlfriend picks me up, me being a high-functioning drunk, and also still slightly self-aware. She was none the wiser. As we were on the way, she mentions more family has come to visit and some brought her little toddler-aged nieces and nephews. This will become important later. We get there. She opens the door and walks me in and I see what I immediately assume, with my blurry vision, is one of her nephews. About 3 feet tall, walking up to greet me. Feeling nervous. Out of nowhere a drunken extroversion struck me, and I picked the little rascal up. I smiled and said, "Now who this little guy here?" Quote. Frantically my girlfriend whispered loudly, "That's Daddy." I thought it was an inside joke or just something the little tyke wanted to be called. Played along and said, "Aw, you're like a little baby daddy, aren't ya?" We tossed them into the air about a foot and caught them. It was at that moment we made eye contact and they were close enough to me to not be fully blurry. Close enough for details to be made out. Like crow's feet, and gray hairs on the eyebrows and a 5 o'clock shadow. Why he never said anything, put up a fight, struggled, or even made a noise, I'll never know, but I'll never forget that face. The expression of disappointed anger. Nor the hair on that face signifying this little nephew was not one of her little nephews. Girlfriend was laughing and mostly took my side, and tried to explain me away to her family. Bless her, but everyone else was horrified, and her father extremely offended. Understandably so. And then fast forward a bit to me profusely apologizing and explaining I lost my glasses and thought he was one of her nephews she said was brought over for the holiday visit. Now at this point, I am glad I was hammered because the humiliation would have ended me otherwise. We're still trying to talk things through, but getting on with her family may be permanently damaged. TL. Doctor, don't pick up dwarves. Especially when drunk. Never toss a dwarf. This is priceless. I'd pay overtime money to have been there to see that. You might have a problem, LMAO. So did you know the father was a dwarf? A little heads up from your GF might have helped, lol. Till the phrase, picking my girlfriend's father up, can have an entirely different implication. I think it's something important for her to mention that her father was a little person. Either you have posted this before, or had an identical experience to someone else. I have read this story before. This didn't happen, but B, don't pick up random children. So you're an alcoholic, bro. She was none the wiser, trust me bud. Yes she was. We can always tell. You smell like it. Your kiss tastes like it. Your balance is off. You sway. You stumble over words. You forget what you're even talking about mid-sentence. Trust. We always know when our partner is drunk. No matter how high-functioning drunk you are. This was a drinking story, not a loss of glasses. You might want to look into your drinking rather than just getting new glasses. Short people weigh way more than kids, and even their silhouette is vastly different. Even then, a strange, new to the family Guy picking up the first kid he sees is freaking weird, and I am certain sober you wouldn't have done it. Plus the little kid being called daddy as a joke. Come on, man. Reevaluate some life decisions. This feels like you tried to set up a punchline and worked backwards to get there. I.e., it feels fictional? Your girlfriend never mentioned her father was a dwarf? You happen to have lost your glasses and were drunk? And yet you felt confident tossing around what you thought was a child. It all just seems like a sitcom episode. I am working in a big cinema. When the first Shades of Grey came out, there felt millions of ladies flooding in. I was checking the admission and made some jokes when men came by to watch another movie. Then I saw a child approaching in the corner of my eye and was happy someone else would watch something else, and I said, "You are not going to watch Shades of Grey, eh?" Quote. Then I looked down and it was a grown-up female dwarf. Of course she did watch it. That was very embarrassing. We get your own life. No way, this is hilarious. This would be a good scene for TV shows like Modern Family. Cold sweat smile.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.